Okay, this is an attempt, a wake-up call for you guys. Okay, because it was a big wake-up call for me when I saw this. What does anybody have an observation that they can make from looking at this page? Yes, sir. There's a lot of boxes without numbers. Can you all see that? Someone else, tell me, what do you think a box without numbers represents? A missing assignment. Wait. Oh my gosh. Well, missing assignments are bad for you for several reasons. Can you tell me one reason why a missing assignment is bad for you? Give me one reason. Okay, so it can tank your grade. Now, I give a 40% instead of a 0. A 0 would destroy your grade to the point where it can't be repaired. I give a 40%, which is like still an F. Okay, so just not maybe not as low of a percentage as if it were a 0. Okay, give me another reason why a missing assignment is disturbing. Besides your grade. Yeah. You're not going to learn the material. You aren't doing it because maybe you're disorganized and you forgot about it when you got home. You couldn't find the paper. You didn't feel good about it in class and you weren't understanding what we were doing. You didn't ask for help, and then you go home and you're all alone and you just don't get it. Okay? So you're not going to learn the material. And if our final on all of this stuff is it coming up in a couple of weeks before we go on spring break, how are you going to do on the final looking at all of those zeros? Do I feel as a teacher confident in how you guys are going to do when I see all those missing assignments? No, I do not feel confident. So we have to do something about this. And you know, I want you guys to learn. For me, it's not about how many A's and B's and C's I have. It's about you guys learning about science, becoming better thinkers, becoming better problem solvers, because your final exam, is it going to be multiple guess? No. It looks like the worksheets that we've been doing so far, only it's a different scenario. It's not going to be on otters. It's going to be on different animals where you have to take, just like in first semester, we learned all about elephants and lions, but then what was on the final? It was otters. And you had to learn how to apply what we had been going over in class to a new scenario. And if you had been doing your work all along, you did well. So my hope is we're just in the 7th week. Should we, can we, do we need to do something about all of this missing work? I think so. What do you guys think? Yes. So I think the best thing for us to do, and this is why I'm recording this, if you have a bunch of papers that don't have scores on them, or you look at them now and you see that they are not completed, what do you think you will want to do this weekend? Do them and make sure they get turned in, right? Because it's better to do the hard work now to get caught back up than to wait. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you what each and every single one of these papers are. And this, guess what, goes in chronological order of how we've done them in the class. Awesome, huh? Okay. So we're going to, if you're like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this stuff back in order, that's okay. We're going to try it before we leave today. We're going to try to see if I can, well, I have a YouTube channel, believe it or not. I know, it's boring though. It's not, you guys will be horribly disappointed. It's just a whole bunch of videos of me lecturing And I haven't posted anything on my YouTube channel in a couple of years. So I'm going to post onto my YouTube channel this video. Hopefully it works. And you can like it and subscribe to become one of my YouTube channel followers. I have like less than 200 right now because I haven't used it a whole. Oh, you make me famous. You monetize it, and Mr. Garnick and I will go out for a nice dinner. And okay, so you won't be able to see me, but you guys, you'll be able to see the screen. Okay. So this is the first assignment that we did at the beginning of second semester. It was graph of the week. Okay. Okay. If you can't find your stuff, then, you know, I don't want to take all period long to do this. Okay. All right. So graph of the week is number 1. Then we had our second assignment was graph of the week 3PA. I'll call that assignment number 2. Lots of paper shuffling, everybody. So I'm keeping this in an order. This is the order that we did things basically and how it went into the grade book, okay? Assignment number 3 was when we watched our video about the otters and we did that questioning form. And it had a backside, the backside looked like this, making sense of phenomenon, okay? This is, again, assignment number 3. It's the questioning form. Again, I'm available after school today and Monday through Thursday. If you are struggling with this, we can work on this together. Okay, assignment number 4 was energy flow and feeding relationships, where we practiced again with creating a food web. We looked at the flow of energy transport, the 10% rule. Okay. And then you drew a food web here and did another energy pyramid. That was assignment number 4, energy flow and feeding relationships in the Pacific Northwest. Okay, again, if I am going too fast, what are you going to do? You're going to watch this video tonight at home. You're going to go to my YouTube channel, watch the video. I'll put a link up. Okay, assignment number 5 is the community builder assignment. This was the one where we made that arch out of paper blocks. Okay, and I hope that my voice is coming through nice and clearly on this. This was where we were introduced to the idea of a keystone species. Bless you, child. Community builder. That's number 5. Number 6. What limits populations? This was only one-sided, ladies and gentlemen. What limits populations? It was one side only. Okay, I'm going to pause our video and give you a second to get caught up. Okay, so to continue, that was assignment number 6. We pause for a moment. Okay, next, assignment number 7 was called population trends. And I believe yours was on, okay, some of you have a blue, some of you have, so sea urchin population, or kelp population, or sea otter population, but it's all, or orca, okay? So whatever color you potentially had, this should be graded and turned back into you. This was assignment number 7. This is where we looked at some data and we graphed the trend and what was happening with population and then answered some questions. And we were looking at this very important food chain. So that's assignment number 7. Okay, assignment number 8 was another one that is in colors, and it's called Effects of the Environment. So you could have effects of the environment on the orca, effects of the environment on the kelp, effects of the environment on the otter. And then there's should be effects of the environment on the urchin. And I'm missing that one because I ran out of copies. And it was probably blue. Okay. All right. So that's assignment number 8. Okay. Assignment number 9, the Urchin Lab. Assignment number 9 is the Urchin Lab. This was the one where we measured our diameters of our urchins, and we looked at the colors, and then we analyzed before feeding and after feeding, did that change the distribution of urchin sizes? So that was assignment number 9. I'll pause again. Okay, so the reason why you want to find your stuff, guys, is you get to use this on your final. So, okay, number 9 was the Urchin Lab. Number 10, the sea urchin assessment. Okay, this is a claim evidence reasoning assignment. The backside had our cross-cutting concepts and our science and engineering practices. The front side was, okay, how did the sea urchin population change over time in the area with the otters? And that's number 10. Number 11, the virtual urchin. This was a multi-day assignment. So you will find virtual urchin part 1. Part 2 is assignment number 12. And part 3 is assignment number 13. And we did these assignments back to back. And again, you guys, you want to have these organized and have them for the day of your final. So it's good that we're going through this now. It's good that you're finding your work and organizing yourself now. God, I'm going to sound so annoying on this video, even more annoying than myself in person. 11, 12, and 13. Okay, then we had a claim evidence reasoning virtual assessment, okay? So that's going to be 14, assignment number 14, the next thing that you should have. Claim evidence reasoning. The question was, what impact does a decrease in pH have on the urchin? And you all know now, weakening of the shells, thinning of the shells. Okay, that's assignment 14. Assignment 15, Ocean Acidification Lab. This was one where you were given a map and some data. You had to fill in, we measured pHs and then graphed that information, looking for areas with lower and higher pHs. And then answering a whole bunch of questions about testing for carbon dioxide, which we did with our bromthiamyl blue solution. Yeah. Okay, number 14 is the virtual urchin claim evidence reasoning. It's a CER. Okay, so assignment 15, Ocean Acidification Lab. Assignment 16, the role of kelp in the ecosystem. You had 4 graphs, and you were analyzing graphs. And I'm letting you guys know now, graphs are a huge part of the final. Okay, being able to look at a graph and analyze that graph. Role of kelp in the ecosystem, very important. So this is assignment number 16. Assignment 17 was Urchin Needs. And assignment 17 was a front and a back. I just had run out of them. So I've got 2 single-sided papers. But it was the one with the urchin, looking at the anatomy of the urchin and how it mouth is on the bottom. Okay, this is assignment 17. Assignment 18 was a KWL chart. And on the back side, it had an article analysis. And this was, I think, an article that we had to read. And I'm trying to remember what the title of the article was. It was on Canvas.
Which one? The KWL?
Yeah.
I think this one was like the what do otters need.
What do otters need?
I think that's about how people are hunting otters.
Yeah, it's on February 8th. It was, in case you didn't do it, you need to go back and read the article so you can finish the back side. It says, I have I'm sorry, February 10th. It's not February 8th, it's February 10th. And it was what do otters, it says KWL and article analysis. And it was how sea otters help save the planet. So if you're missing this one, if you have the paper but it's not done, you need to get it done this weekend. Okay, and this is a few weeks old. This is actually from week 5, February 10th. Okay, that's assignment 18. Assignment 19 is our claim evidence reasoning. It's a CER, human impacts and the ecosystem. If you did this work and you don't have it blank and it's showing as graded, that just means that when you got papers passed back to you, you didn't save them. And you guys know that you got to keep a hold of your papers. You're never supposed to do that. I've told you from day one, don't throw away your papers. Don't throw away your papers. Well, that's because if you're disorganized. So, okay, that's assignment number 19. Assignment number 20 was just done pretty recently. Okay, this is from week 6, a couple of weeks ago. This was the egg lab that we did. Okay, day 1. Day 2 and day 3. Okay, so this is environmental impacts on urchins. Okay, I'll pause the video again and give you a second to get organized. We're almost done. Okay, so that's our egg lab, day 1, day 2, day 3. 3 separate assignments turned in. Okay. This one we called environmental impact of urchins, environmental impacts of urchins, and it was a front and a back, and the back was the claim evidence reasoning. How can we reduce the human impacts on the urchin ecosystem? This will be assignment number 23. So, you know, there's a good reason why you feel like you're busy in this class, because you are. We do a lot of work in here. When you look at it all together, it's a lot of work. We just do it one chunk at a time, one bite at a time. That's assignment number 23. Assignment number 24, a claim evidence reasoning. It says modeling environmental impacts on urchins. That's number 24. Number 25 brings us into week 7, which was last week. The carbon cycle close read. It's assignment number 25. Carbon cycle close read is 25. And this one was 2 pages. Did we turn these in together, Mr. Garnica? Did we staple these two together? Okay, so it should be figures 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4 has the elephant picture on it. So this is all part of the same assignment. So it was parts 1 and 2. Part 3 and 4, and it was stapled together as one assignment. We'll call that assignment 25. Oh my gosh, and we're at the last one, number 26, which you should have graded and passed back to you, right? Yep. Human Dive Response Lab, Pre-Lab. And that's everything. So here's my deal with you guys, okay? If you look through this stuff and you find, oh my gosh, I've got a lot of papers that aren't done, then I expect that they are turned in by Wednesday of next week. So that gives you today after school to come get help, Monday after school to come get help, Tuesday after school to come get help. All right? And after Wednesday of next week, these 0 grades or 40% are going to be set. That's it. Now, maybe you're one of those people that are like, oh my gosh, I'm not missing anything. Then guess what? You go on in the curriculum, and we've got pages 3 and, is it 3 and 4 we're calling it? Pages 3 and 4?
For what?
Or parts 3 and 4 of the activity today, which is posted on Canvas. And you get to enjoy that wonderful feeling of, oh wow, I've been taking care of business. Which is a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Okay? I recommend that if you're missing a lot, since we put these in chronological order, This weekend, you go back to the very oldest assignment because the information builds. You want to find out what you're missing and do the oldest things first and work your way through. If you have questions, you've got to go into Canvas, into the modules, onto the daily agendas, because sometimes there are videos and things like that. Okay? So I am hopeful that this was helpful to you, that you're going to take advantage of the opportunity that you've been given to make up what you are missing. And I'm hopeful that the next time I look at this page, that all of these empty boxes are filled in with scores. Because that's the only thing that you can control, is whether you do the work or you don't. You have no control over what I put on that final, but you do have control over doing your work. And that's a huge part of your grade. That's 70% of your grade you have control over, doing your labs and your homework. You don't have any control over what's coming on the test for the final. Am I going to prepare you? Yes. You've got to do a study guide, but you don't have any control over exactly what animal is going to be on there or what the questions are going to be. But if you haven't done all of your groundwork, then you're not going to be prepared. And then you're letting, you're giving up your control. So I can tell you that Mr. Garnica is working very, very hard. I'm not working hard. But no, I am. I'm here with him every day. We stay after school and we wait for you to come in. And you don't. If you need help, I want to see you. Monday through Friday from 3:20 when we get out until 4 o'clock at least. And most days I stay till 4:15.